Hello, hello, hello. How's everybody doing tonight? Let's make some noise, guys. Thank you for being here. My name's Patrick Logan. I host this show every first Sunday, and bring some of the best comedians I know to tell their best jokes, and we're going to have a really fun time. Real quick, I am curious, how many people found out about this show from an internet ad? One person. And one over there, so I should keep putting them on porn websites. Cool. Hey, it helps.
I just swiped right on your profile.
I'm sorry, that's my boyfriend, guys. No, I'm just kidding. That's my dad. It's both. Help! Guys, I'm glad to be here. Had a good Labor Day weekend last weekend. I stayed with my parents for the first time as an adult. Spent the night 3 nights in a row. It brought back a lot of memories. And I've got to say, as a 35-year-old man, it was really nice feeling like I was 31 again. My mom's real cool. My mom, she got high for the first time last year. It's a weed crowd. Anybody? Take them to jail right now. No, it's legal. No, my mom used to hate that I smoked weed, but then it became legal in dark chocolate. And she's like, well, I do have back pain. I've got, she bought some gummies off of the internet. And yeah, she bought some gummies off the internet, and I'm like, Mom, make sure you have nothing else to do the rest of the day after you eat these gummies. So a week later, I'm riding in a car with her. She's driving. She's like, I've got to pull over, Patrick. I need you to drive. And I'm like, what's wrong? Does your back hurt? She's like, no, I can't even feel my back. I'm messed up. I ate a piece of gummy. And she said the cutest thing when she got in the passenger seat. She said, yeah, that was crazy. That was like trying to drive the Millennium Falcon. I'm like, that's the coolest thing you've ever said. She's like, no, you just started to look like Chewbacca over there. And I said, she started tripping. Now my mom is real cute. She texted me one time. She's like, yeah, I've got a drug test coming up for work. Do you think they're gonna know? Do you think I'm gonna get fired? And I'm like, well, when was the last time you ate a piece of gummy? And she's like, 6 months ago. So I texted her back, I'm like, Mom, you are fucked. You're going to jail. You should have thought about that before you did drugs. So free my mom, y'all. Nah, she's out. Now she's like really into it. She's got her CBD rolls for her back. And for Christmas last year, she got me some CBD THC chapstick. And it's really good chapstick, but every time I use it, my bottom lip gets higher than my top lip. That's the dumbest joke I have, I promise. One time I was vaping some weed around my family, and my aunt, she's like, what are you doing? Are you smoking pot? And I'm like, yeah, it's legal now. She's like, you better not bring that shit around my kids. And I'm like, relax. Your kids aren't that cool. Plus, they're rednecks. They're going to do meth. Tell your kids not to bring meth around me in 10 years. No, they're good kids. I gave them some gummies. But come on back, guys. Come on. Sorry about the booze thing, man. I found out yesterday. I'm fucking fiending right now for one, really. No, I'm just kidding. These are real alcoholics. No, I'm just joking. I'm just being bad. Come on. Thanks for being here. This is going to be a fun time. We're going to have fun. Yeah, I was at the same family gathering. I was practicing some jokes to my family. And my transgender brother comes up to me. He's like, yo, thank you. And I'm like, for what? For making people laugh? He's like, no, for making me not the most embarrassing person here. Like, I got you, bro. I'm an ally. The internet's real toxic these days. I try to stay off of it. I remember when Trump got elected again, I just had like a bunch of super woke people fighting with a bunch of super racist people on my social media, so I deleted everybody. But lately I'm trying to have a more open mind, and I added back a bunch of super woke people, and I'm working on adding my family back. All my best friends back, all the comedians you'll see here tonight back. Make some noise for them, guys. We got some people from DC, Maine, Portland, Maine. We got my buddy Bryan Williams in here. We got Louie Carroll. We got Ignacio. We got Mike Gray. And we got Devine Kerr. I know you've never heard any of them, but you're going to find out tonight. Make some noise for them. I'm just your host. Just get it started. One of my best friends is from the Middle East. And he was being real vulnerable with me recently. He's like, man, I'm having a hard time getting my citizenship. Politics are crazy. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Will you marry me? I'm like, bro, I am a traditional man. You've got to ask my stepdad first. So he got deported. No, I'm just kidding. He didn't get deported, but he is losing sleep. And I feel bad because he can't even count sheep. Because he'll get turned on. All right. He's just having a hard time sleeping, that's all. I've been having a tough time. I found out that I have a hernia this year. Does anybody know what a hernia is? Anybody have a hernia? All right, since you don't know, a hernia is when your penis is way too big. On the inside. Every time you get a boner, it pushes your intestines outside of your abdominal wall. Everything's true but the penis part. I do have a hernia. This is something I like to do for my mental health. Whenever you're going through something tough, just look up celebrities that have had the same thing happen to them. So I looked up celebrities with a hernia and found out Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson had a hernia. I mean, life is all about perspective. I went from being depressed and sad to feeling like I'm just like The Rock. I got this sick belt just like The Rock. This is my hernia belt. You should do that. Anytime you're going through something tough, just look up a celebrity that has had the same thing. By the way, did you guys know Kylie Jenner has herpes? I don't know if it's true for the joke. She'll never see it. It's fine. I'm sure it's not the worst thing that's been said about her or her family. I don't know. Not a lot has changed, but sex has changed since I found out that I had a hernia. This will get a little graphic, guys. But before I had a hernia, sex sounded like this. But now with a hernia, sex sounds like this. Turn the fucking mic up, dude. What the hell? No, I'm just kidding. That's Velcro. All right, this is 35, guys. Something hit rock bottom. I'm a fucking prop comic now. I do not feel like the champion. All right, this is stupid. This is 35. I've got hemorrhoids and a hernia. I'm a him-her now. This is bullshit. This is terrible news. A lot of health problems. I thought I had a urinary tract infection a couple weeks ago. You know how we get these guys, right? I was doing some irresponsible activities with my girlfriend, and I had to pee like 100 times in the same day. So I rushed to urgent care, and I was in such a rush that I accidentally entered into the exit, and I'm like, fuck, that's what got me here in the first place. Just not a little too hard in that. That's an anal sex joke, guys. Hell yeah. I'm funny as hell. Yeah, a lot of health problems. So I went to the urologist to see what it was all about. And I get in the urologist's office. He asked me to pull my pants down So I pull my pants down, and then he starts talking to me for like 5 minutes. I'm like, I don't think he asked me to pull my pants down. The nurse is looking in the corner. He starts touching up here, and I'm thinking, I don't think he asked me to pull my pants down. And then he started touching my balls. I'm like, thank God. Yeah, he told me that he took me aside when I was leaving. He's like, you don't have a urinary tract infection, but did you know Kylie Jenner has herpes? We got any couples in here? Couples in here tonight? Couples, hell yeah. Ladies, we still believe in chivalry, do we?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I believe in chivalry. I like to do things like I like to open the door or pick up the tab. Another thing you can do, fellas, I don't know if you know this, but when you're walking in the city, men are actually supposed to walk closer to the road. Did y'all know that? Well, you're learning tonight. Men walk closer to the road because we have to protect our women from other women drivers. It is dangerous out there. I love telling that joke because every time I do it, some old man comes up to me and he's like, you know, the real reason why men walk closer to the road is because before plumbing existed, people would throw their waste buckets out of the window. It would hit the street and splash up, and men would take the hit. Real story. And every time an old man comes and tells me that, he smells like shit. So I got it out the way. You guys ready to have a fun time tonight? Make some noise. You guys are awesome already. This is great. Before we get to the other comedians, I got my best friend doing a spot tonight. He's going to do a quick little minute. Let's give it up for my man, Bryan Williams.
Give it up. Hello. All right, we're here. It doesn't sound loud up here. I get why he yelled at you.
Do you want to turn up just a little bit? Thank you.
Better? Hello? Check? All right, cool. Give it up for Pat and his girdle. Yeah. I didn't know corset training could look so disgusting. Hi, I'm Bryan. How you doing? I know what you're thinking. It's a really good-looking Mexican dude on stage. Got some news for you. Psych, I'm a terrible-looking Asian man. Got your ass. Yeah. One of my friends invited me to go see Oppenheimer when it was in theaters. That insensitive bitch. My grandparents saw it in 4D. Yeah. I don't know if you can tell by looking at me. I'm fucking fat. I'm fat, y'all. Yeah. It happened really weird. Like, I got a fucking eating disorder. It started with me getting into a relationship. I got into a relationship with a girl, moved to Atlanta, lived with her for a while. She kicked me out. She told me I was unappreciative, which is bullshit, because I was very codependent. That bitch owned the house we lived in. I need her to live. I came back home. I developed an eating disorder from that breakup, and what happened was my overeating became such a problem that my roommates had an intervention for it, but they staged it as a cookout. They told me they were gonna roast a pig. I didn't realize I was the pig. Yeah. After that intervention, I ended up going into a mental hospital for a little while. The first day I was there, they wanted my brother to bring me some clothes. He brought me 3 t-shirts I haven't worn since 2005. Now I'm the fat, sweaty man in the mental ward wearing an ICP crop top. That same day, somebody in group therapy admitted they wanted to kill somebody else in the group. Now I'm the fat, sweaty man in the mental ward wearing an ICP crop top and taping coloring books to his stomach to protect himself. That's how the fuck I knew I belonged there. I thought I looked like Bruce Willis in Die Hard, just taping shit to my body. The night I got out, I came back to Richmond to do comedy. I saw one of my friends at a show, and he was like, Bryan, we were worried about you. You cannot kill yourself. Can you imagine the financial strain on your family of buying 2 caskets for your fat ass? I heard y'all pull away on that one. Don't worry, I'm still here. I'm on Zoloft now, so my dick doesn't work and I don't want to kill myself about it. I'm just a little curious now. Appropriate response. I just want you to worry about me. That's all this is. No. Yeah, I am dating now. I'm dating a new person. I'm in a situation right now. I'm seeing a girl. She actually texted me right before this and told me to break a leg. She does MMA. I always text her the same shit. Because she looks better than me. I need her to break a leg and be out of commission for a few months so she doesn't realize how much she's worth. Yep. Pat was talking about country people doing meth. I have questions about meth. Do you think it's weird that meth heads offer to clean everything but their own fucking teeth? It's fucking weird, right? Teeth be on everything bagel mode. It's almost like you have to put meth in toothpaste to get them to do it. Cause something stupid like methamphetamine. Wouldn't that be wild if that's how you got into drugs? Fucking toothpaste. Fucking cold gateway drug. I went on a date before I got with this girl. I went on a date with another girl. That was a weird situation. The date went well. We slept together after that date. I thought everything went well until about fucking 12 minutes after she left. She texted me saying, I guess you don't care about me. You didn't text me to see if I got home okay. I was like, bitch, we slept together on the first date. You already made it through the most dangerous part of the night. I'll tell you this, white people are interesting nowadays. White people are getting a little bit of culture. White women think they're witches right now. That's fucking stupid. White women are always calling themselves witches. Why? Because you collect rocks? Listen to Fleetwood Mac? Do drugs? My dad did all that shit in the 70s and he was just a terrible father. White dudes like to call themselves Vikings. They think they're fucking Vikings right now. I met a dude who introduced me to himself as Kevin of Lothbrook. It's fucking stupid. Shut the fuck up, Kevin. You have a peanut allergy. You're not going to Valhalla. Getting stabbed with an EpiPen doesn't count. This has been a thing, I guess. I'm gonna get off stage. I've been Bryan, y'all.
Bryan Williams, everybody. He is not lying. His roommates actually did set up an intervention for him as a cookout. He invited me to the cookout. I called him that day. I'm like, dude, I'm on the way. He's like, man, it's a bad time, man. He owes me a hot dog. Not like that. All right. So guys, your next comic, he's a Richmond comic. You're going to love him. Let's give it up for my man, Louie Carroll.
What up, what up? Glad to see you guys here. How you guys feeling? Great. And give it up for yourselves. You don't have to be here. It's Sunday. You could be at home. Like honestly, yeah, like you could be drinking beer. Right? We're here telling yucks. So I'm gonna get straight to it. Like I said, thank you for like supporting live comedy. It is kind of like an art form if you're not performing. But thank you for like performing it. Like, do you have any other like artists in the room? You do what? Oh, why are you crossing? Why are you? Alright. But yeah, like, I like to do art, right? And like, I like to do a little ritual when I make art. I like to wear a beret and go into a bathroom stall before I draw shit on the wall, you know? It's a little hobby. Another hobby I have is like I used to jog. Like I used to jog, but I don't do it anymore. I got pulled over for jogging. Can you believe that? Pulled over for jogging? I mean, in their defense, I didn't tear through a caution tape straight into a crime scene, so... I thought I was running a marathon. I went through the caution tape, the detective showed me his badge, I thought I was getting a gold medal. Like, I'm stupid. But yeah, I have stupid thoughts, alright? I have stupid thoughts. Like this one, like, I don't like Santa, right? I don't like him. Like, he gives white privileged kids gifts. Why don't you do some actual good deeds, like fly some immigrants over the border or something, right? We know Santa can beat ice. He trained at the North Pole. Come on. He could have been at home. It's all about consideration, guys. It's all about being considerate. People aren't considerate anymore. You know, like it doesn't matter how nicely you ask someone to empty the register of PetSmart. People aren't considerate anymore. Let's be honest. Now, PetSmart is the best place to rob, right? Right? Like, you don't have to bring a gun. You can just point a pet snake at someone. They'll fold. It's about since I'm like on PetSmart, like anybody here have an aquarium? No one? Cool. But we've all seen an aquarium, right?
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. You have to explain an aquarium to anybody here. Yeah, it's a home for fish. But yeah, like whenever I see an aquarium, I'm like, I wonder if the fish feel trapped, you know? Right? That's why whenever I see an aquarium, I'm like, this is missing something, like a prison riot, you know? Just a prison riot. Anybody here have any other pets, like a cat or a dog?
Yeah.
Cat? Okay. Dog, cat. Yeah, like I've never had a pet. I've never had a pet before. Which is kind of sad, because like I wish I had a pet monkey. I just want to train something to pick pockets, you know? Like I'm broke. I'm really broke. It's all about that easy money, you know? That's why I'd like to be a therapist. Like that's easy money. Like I'd like to be a therapist because I think I'll be good at it. And then people tell me their problems and I'll be like, big whoop, right? And I'll go, when they say big whoop, how would that make you feel? You know, easy money. But there are jobs you don't want to have, you know? Like, I'd hate to be an undertaker, you know? A person that works at a graveyard, because I'm afraid of catching a necrophiliac. Right? Like, that would be terrifying, right? I feel like the only thing more terrifying than that is like walking in on your parents having sex. Like when you're an orphan, right? Right? Like what type of God would let you see that? Anyway. Like a lot of people like to a lot of people like to ask, is God real? Is he real? Like I don't know. A better question is, why did he make cum? And why does it look like wax from a candle? Like what is up with that? I would like to ask, is God a man? Is God a woman? I think God is a toddler, because what the fuck? Who makes cum? Who makes cum? I'm just imagining God like just like with his arms just showing cum to the angels. Oh God, an angel or something. I think we're getting a little heavy-handed here with religion. Let's switch topics to something simple, right? Like ascots. It's hard to make scouts cool when they wear ascots, right? But you know what's cool? Pretzels. It's a food tied in a knot. You throw in tying a knot into anything, it'll make your life better. It's like a life hack. Shoelaces untied, tie your shoelaces, life hack. Balloon animals looking to around, tie a knot, life hack. You bankrupt your company by investing in the wrong stocks, just find a tree and tie a rope to it, life hack. We are kinda awake. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is suicide is dark, right? Suicide is dark, like really dark. In fact, like writing a suicide note is dark, like super dark. Unless you fold it into an origami swan, right? Right? Oh, death swan. Enough about death. Let's talk about our loved ones, right? Like moms. Like give it up for moms. Yeah, like I was raised by women, and I learned a lot of things, right? Like I learned don't be a bigot, don't be misogynistic. And I also learned a bra can be a bra and a slingshot, right? You guys didn't have the same childhood? Yeah, right? Bra can be a slingshot. More about raised by women. You ever pick up somebody who takes too long to get ready? You know? It gets a little annoying, right? Just a little annoying. I feel like you have to draw the line somewhere, you know? Just kind of go, listen here, grandma. The bank is closing soon. And she go, but I forgot my ski mask. I'm just kidding, guys. My grandma doesn't rob banks. She's a street level thug. Let me talk about myself. Enough of talk about my family. I have a lazy eye. Anybody else? Yeah. I have a lazy eye, and it's weird. Like I can see the moon and the sun at the same time. Anybody have that? Only me? But yeah, like I mean, the way you find that out is just you go outside and you see both of them same time. It's crazy. But yeah, when you go outside, you see like a lot of things. Like, have you ever seen a praying mantis before? Praying mantises are cool, right? No, the one I saw, they weren't praying, they were doing a Nazi salute. Yeah, what was it saying? What was it trying to say, you know? That's another thing, like people need to get better at communicating information, you know? Like we all know this, we all know you learn the alphabet to get better at eating pizza, right? We all know this. There's nothing on fingering. I think when it comes to fingering, you should learn gang signs. Right? Once you get better at that, you graduate to shadow puppets. What do you guys think? What I'm trying to say is I'm lonely, guys. I'm lonely. Let's talk about the one that got away, you know? I miss my ex, guys. I really do. I miss her because she was good with kids and had money. Yeah, I dated the tooth fairy. She always picked up the tab. She always picked up the tab. But yeah, I'm lonely, like I said. You know what keeps me up at night? Think about the kinks I would have. Does anybody here have a weird kink? No? You don't have to say yours, I'll start, alright? I have to have some whimsical sex. Yeah, pegging isn't really for me. I'm more of a snow globe in the ass type of guy. But I'm gonna close on this one. I'm gonna get personal with you guys. I'm gonna get personal. Going to the bathroom is a really personal thing, like really personal. Just you go in with your thoughts and like your suicide thoughts and everything. You go in, you do your business. You wanna know how I go to the bathroom? You wanna know how I powder my nose, full disclosure? I tinkle while I'm sitting down. Yeah, I do it facing the other way like I'm riding a motorcycle. And that's been my time. Yo, for Patrick Logan.
Louie Carroll, everybody. I've been doing comedy with Louie for a long time. I remember one time at an open mic, I brought a friend with me, and at the end of the night, she's like, yeah, that guy Louie was my favorite. He's really good at doing that voice for a really long time. I'm like, yeah, he's from fucking Haiti. What do you expect? No, that's not his real voice, guys. No, it's cool. Anyways, your next comic came all the way from Washington, D.C. Let's make some noise for Isaac Ignacio.
What's up, everybody? How are we doing? I always ask how are we doing, and I expect words, and I just get noises. Like, how are we doing with the word ma'am? How are you doing?
Great.
Okay. Or is she lying? Doesn't seem like a great date. It's a Sunday night, guys. It's a football Sunday. You brought her here for comedy. You guys been seeing each other a long time?
Yeah.
Okay, then it's a great date then. Cool, she's probably not lying. I get that. I was just trying to see if she was single. What's up, lady? Not working for you? Is the gay thing not working for you? It doesn't. You guys been liking the show so far? Give it up. It's been a great show, right? We're loving that. I'm the ultimate the other comics to not wear black. Most comics like to wear black on stage. It makes us look skinny. The stripes also make us look skinny. I don't know if you know this. That's why condoms always come in white. So it's a real thing. Louie decided not to do it as well. He was wearing the all white. I think he just wanted you to see his face and not just his teeth when he was up there. Shout out Louie, I just met that guy. He seems really nice. I'm glad to find out his voice was just from Haiti and not autism. I thought it was making fun of it. Okay, no, he's from Haiti. We can do that. Send him some bricks. They'll be okay. Who else was great? Oh, Bryan was here, man. Bryan was here. I'm sorry about that eating disorder. I thought you were just saying like you have a problem like eating this order and then like that order and then like that order and then like that order. I'm like, no, stop. God, you're making us Asian people look bad. What the fuck? Jesus. But Patrick's been great. How we were liking Patrick? I like Patrick. I like Patrick a lot. It's very vulnerable to talk about your hernia on stage. It really is. And just like, you know, The Rock, he also has hit his rock bottom as well. So I'm very excited to see more of this, guys. I make that joke. I'm 34. I live at home. What are we talking about? Patrick, me and you, we're in the same boat. It's a shitty, sinking boat. Shouldn't really open up talking about sad stuff, am I right? Yeah? Are you lonely? What's up, sir? How you doing? Who are you here to see? Did I just made fun of that guy. I'm sorry. I like him. He's actually really nice. I hit him up because my friends live like right down the road. They're like, hey, you should come do this comedy room. I was like, oh, all right, cool. Then I hit Patrick to like, he's like, yo, what's up, big dog? I was like, oh, yeah, I would love to come to the room. And now I'm here. And, you know, dreams are happening, guys. And it's great. And I know you're confused. I know you're looking on stage like, what the fuck, man? Rufio really gave up. And I'm working on it. Rufio is, when I tell people that yes, I understand I look like Rufio, they always think I survived Neverland. And like, that's not a joke about being molested. It's not. I wasn't molested, I will say that. My uncle did like when I ran my fingers through his hair though. So we always cut holes in his pockets. Just ran my fingers through his hair. It's disgusting, I know. It's the eye contact that makes it weird, right? It's the eye contact? Yeah. Thank you, Uncle. No, it's not great, guys. I'm not a big fan of that. I say I look like a fat Rufio. I am starting to lose weight. I'm down like 5 pounds in my fitness journey right now. And right now my fitness goal is I want Strava to start calling my runs actual runs and not evening walks. It's very annoying. I did like 2.8 miles in like 32 minutes. It was like, hey, great walk. And I was like, if it's not fucking walking. Okay, cool. Great. You guys don't want to be part of my fitness journey. Okay, cool. Whatever, guys. Fit this dick in your mouth. That's stupid. That was very aggressive. Sometimes I get scared and I attack the audience. I don't know what to do. Oh, hey, what's up, Stripes? You look skinny. See? The stripes also make you look skinny, which is annoying because I like the yellow Trojan condoms, and those are also striped. Well, they don't say striped. They say ribbed for her pleasure. I turn them inside out, so they're for me. Also, don't even taste like ribs. Don't even taste like ribs. False advertising. Which is kind of bullshit, because I did smoke that meat. It's a gay joke. We have a lot of Asians on this lineup, guys. We had Bryan was quarter, I'm half. I think Daveen is something. It's gross. I don't know what it is. Just Asians, guys. Like we all look at each other like dog. We're like, what kind of? I know there's a kind of Asian. And it is weird saying Asians look at each other like dogs, because like we're not looking at each other's tummies. We're not hungry. Guys, we eat dogs. That's the joke there. It's not a great joke. I didn't write that one down. I'm sorry I even said that. My name is Isaac Ignacio Bennett. So I do go by all three names. Is that pretentious, all three names, sir? You think so? No? Thank you. I appreciate that. I do that because like you want to be like your heroes, you know, like John Wayne Gacy, you know? Lee Harvey Oswald, like my heroes, you know? Jack the Ripper. These are just people I aspire to be like. I can't help it, guys. No, honestly, so I go by all three names is because I need you guys to know that I have a touch of something. Did I make you spill your drink? I'm sorry about that, lady. We'll clean it up later. Somebody get our wet floor sign. I was being sexy on stage. What? It usually doesn't work for the ladies. Work for that guy, though. What's up, baby? Guys, yeah, we are here. We're the Asians that are here. I go by all three names. See, because I do acting work, and when I show up as an audition, I'm like, hey, what's up? I'm Isaac Bennett. They go, ooh, the name is really white, and you're not that. They start talking. You ever watch the NFL draft and you know they're talking like about a black athlete, but they're not saying black? They're like, oh man, what a natural freak athlete. Like they're using that coded language. They do that about me when I'm in the acting room where they're like, oh, we're looking for that like that clean cut look, you know? The all-American type. All-American just means like one kind of American, and you know, that guy, that guy, that guy, that guy. None of the people on stage, which is weird. Not a lot of white guys on stage today, guys. It's very interesting. But I like it. So the acting work lets them know that I am half Filipino. I'm Filipino. But because the Ignacio people think I'm Spanish, which is kind of annoying, because they look at me and they're like, oh, what's this gay Mexican doing on stage? I'm like, that's rude. I showered today. I don't smell that bad. What are we talking about? You guys got Mexican friends? It's gonna get worse. Guys, Filipinos are the Mexicans of Asia. We just are. It's what we are. You know, we name our kids after like saints, like Catholic saints. So I got Ignacio. If you fuck up the rights of the family, you get kicked out of the will. By the will, I mean you don't get to live at home anymore. Also, our mothers they weaponize Catholic guilt and flip flops. So we got a lot in common, me and the Mexicans. I also didn't clarify whether or not you think I'm straight because you're not going to believe me whether I say it or not. It's really annoying. If I go down on a girl, she treats it like a lick this test. He is straight. I'm like, I know, hello, thank you. My tongue does a lot of fun things. But you still don't believe it, I know, because I look like this and I talk like this, and it's really fucking annoying. I can't stand it, guys. You see, when I say that Filipinos are the Mexicans of Asia, here's how we sum it up. We are the dumbest of the Asians. Dumbest of the Asians. Who the fuck snapped? What? You better be Asian. Whoever snapped better be an Asian. If not, that's racist. In the month of May, that's the 1 month we have. Yes, Filipinos are the dumbest of the Asians, but we're the smartest of the Spanish. So win is a win, you know? A win's a win. Una victoria es una victoria? No? Okay, guys. That was a little bit of Spanish. Sometimes people think my language, Tagalog, sounds like Spanish. Anybody here speak a little bit of Spanish?
Sí. Poquito.
Un poquito, nice. Okay, I took a class one time. Okay, so how do you say, how are you in Spanish? ¿Cómo estás? Nice. In my language, ¿cómo está acá? Very similar. It's close, right? But then you get these weird left turns of Chinese in there because we were originally Chinese. How do you say, I'm hungry? Tengo hambre. Thank you. Oh, I appreciate that. In my language, which people confuse for Spanish sometimes, nagugutom ako. Not similar. Not similar at all, right? Thank you. See, yes. It sounds like Spanish if Spanish got fucked by little Chinese dick. And I can say that, guys. I can say that. I'm half Asian. Bottom half. I hate that people laugh at that. I hate that they look me in the eye and laugh. They're like, oh, small penis, nice, good for you. I'm like, no, it's awful. I have to do the go down thing. It's when you gotta preheat the oven, need a lot of loving, you know? No? Okay, guys. The only one who likes eating pussy. Cool. I got called gay the other day going down on this girl. I thought I was doing the straightest thing possible. Like, I understand when you call me gay because you're looking at my pants and this whole demeanor and the fact that I like walk like this. That's how Filipinos walk. I can't help it. But I was doing what to me was the straightest thing possible. I was filleting this lady. I was doing my thing. I was having a great time. The problem was I was doing it with like my feet in the air, you know. Oh my God! And I don't realize that doesn't look that straight because she's having a great time. Then she looks down and see me like I'm on a telephone telling secrets. Like a gossipy little Filipino queen. Do you guys have Filipinos here in Richmond? Have we made it this far?
Yeah.
Do you guys not know what we are? Okay, cool. I'll give you the rundown. There's 3 places you'll find Filipinos, and there's only 3 places. 1 in hospitals. Now, like I said, we're 2 WB doctors. We're really good nurses, though. We're very good nurses. We'll find a vein better than anybody in Mosby Court. You know what I'm saying? Local reference. I'm not from here. I learned that just like 20 minutes ago. So local reference. Hell yeah, baby. That's what we do. This is what I call, if you guys are ever in Mosby Court and you're waiting for your Uber and you don't want to get robbed, just do this. Oh shit, my Uber's here, and then you're good. It's good. It's great. In another place you'll find Filipinos. Where do you find Filipinos? Where do we find Filipinos? Oh, cruise ships. We make such cruise ship bartenders. We want to get out of the country so bad, and to us, that's the end all be all. If you can get on a cruise ship and start working, it's great. You'll hear us a lot. We do this a bunch. Sir, ma'am, hello. Sir, ma'am, sir. Can I get you a drink? Ma'am, sir, hello. Hello, ma'am, sir. That's the first words we learn in English as Filipinos is sir, ma'am, sir. And this was way before you guys were doing pronouns or anything. We were so on top of like being sure about. Here's the thing. We were trying to be polite to the whatever the sexes were. Well, the thing is, our women have hairy arms and our men like we walk like this. So it's like, I'm sir, hello, pokey boy. You're like, what the fuck, man? That dude crushes pussy. Like that's ridiculous. I had sex with a lady not last night, 2 nights ago. No one believes me. Don't believe me. See? Don't believe me. Do you believe me? Don't believe me. Do you believe me? Don't believe me. Damn. It's bullshit, guys. It's bullshit. I got kicked out of a karaoke bar for that. You know how hard it is to get kicked out of a karaoke bar as a Filipino man? Because that's the 3rd place you'll find us, guys. Karaoke bars. We treat karaoke like it's our fucking job. And here's the thing is, it is. Because we want to get out of the country, and that's through cruise ships or bars, with karaoke bars doing singing. I don't know if you guys know this. There was this band, like 10 years ago, the lead singer quit, Journey. They decided to hang it up. They were gonna stop being a band. They were gonna give up. Guys, the band themselves had stopped believing. And then they found some young Filipino boy just on YouTube, just up there. Just a small town girl. And like, he wasn't auditioning. He didn't send it. He was just a Filipino boy having a good time in Manila because he had nothing else to do. And he just got the internet like 5 years ago. So it's what we do. We treat it like our jobs. But Filipinos, we're just. What's annoying about karaoke songs for Filipinos is like, we'll murder the song. We'll kill the song, we'll sing it amazingly, and then you'll have a conversation with them afterwards and they can't pronounce their L's, and you're like, how can you sing in perfect English, but you still can't pronounce your L's when we talk? Okay, what the fuck, it's messed up. My mom does this a lot. She can't pronounce her L's, and I try to update her on language anytime I learn a cool new word. This cool new word I learned recently. Do you know what they call it when like river water meets seawater and it turns a little salty? Brackish. Thank you. I just learned this. I had no idea. I grew up in Okinawa, so it was all salty. We didn't get a lot of rivers. I just learned this recently. Tried to tell my mom, I'm like, Mom, new word. We gotta be smart. We gotta smarten up as Filipinos. Do you know the word brackish? She goes, oh, I know. That is my favorite TV show on NBC. You guys don't watch black cinema and TV shows? Okay, gotcha. These guys do. Carnival cruise people? That makes sense. That was also racist. I'm sorry about that. It's fucked up. I hate making fun of my mom. I love my mom. My mother is my fucking hero. I love her to death. She's smart. She's a genius. She actually went to college in the Philippines. College in the Philippines is marrying an American. Then she divorced him, and then she met my dad, so she double majored, actually. Yeah. That's my mom being a horse, so I appreciate you guys. Guys, you don't gotta feel awkward about it. You know, Americans, they still colonize, they still capture. They just don't use chains anymore. They use wedding rings, so that's how it happens. And don't be mad, that's how, I was able to come to this country. It was great. It's just tough because my white side of the family is from Alabama, and I don't know if you guys know this, Alabama's like racist. It's crazy. It's crazy because I bartended my entire life, and then I got a job in like sales, and I started wearing suits to work, and I was trying to be like, Dad, be proud of me, man. I'm fucking your little Asian boy, your immigrant wife. Like I got a job where I have to go in suits. And then he looked at me and was like, son, The only thing that makes that suit like a suit of armor that he kept talking about. You guys ever watch The Bear? Remember the TV show Bear? It was like, yo, I'm wearing a suit. It feels like a suit of armor. I tried to explain that to my dad. I was like, Dad, I'm wearing a fucking suit of armor. And he said the only thing that makes that a suit of armor was that there was a chink in it. It was me, this little Filipino boy. Guys, I'm going to end here with this. I get called gay a lot. It happens. I understand. I do gay things. It's not on purpose. I remember one of the first times it happened, my sister, she was dating a Spanish guy, and he was trying to like be nice to me and relate to me because I am his, the girl he's fucking his older brother. And we were like Ocean City for the weekend. You guys remember that ape that died, got shot?
Harambe.
Okay, good. Thank you guys. Thank you for saying that, because I was in Maryland 2 weeks ago and they said George Floyd. I was like, whoa, he didn't get shot. It was a knee to the neck. What the fuck? It was an OD. What are you guys talking about? So regardless, guys, Harambe got shot. Do you remember the call sign people used to yell out for Harambe? It was a weird thing. Anybody here?
Dicks out for Harambe.
Thank you. Every now and then I'm like, yo, dicks out for Harambe, and the crowd's like, what the fuck does that mean? Dicks out for Harambe? I'm like, yeah. And we used to yell it. We used to do shit like, hey, shit, dicks out for Harambe, man. Hey, cheers. Dicks out for Harambe. Hey, you don't have a drink, man. Oh, then I'm serving. Dicks out for Harambe, guys. We're having a good time. Dicks out for Harambe. And this kid who he didn't speak good English. He only spoke Spanish at the time. He looked at me and was like, Isaac, you're like really fucking weird. I was like, thanks, man. I appreciate that. There's better like you. It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. So for you, I'll say it. Dicks out. Tengo hambre. All weekend, I think I'm bonding with this guy. Like, hey man, this ape guy to work together as people, and we're becoming better people. We're uniting behind this, and all I heard was like, hey man, get your dick out because I'm hungry. You want to get drunker? Get your dick out, boy. I'm hungry. It's not great, and I hate it, but you know that's what it is, and that's been my experience. And I love you guys, so thank you. I'm Isaac Ignacio. Better give it up for Patrick Logan.
Everybody, we're still having fun, everybody. All right, we're down to your last few comedians, and you're going to love the next comedian. She's a lovely comedian all the way from Washington, D.C. Let's make some noise for Devine Kerr, everybody. Let's do it. We do the show every first Sunday. It'll be back, just going through a name change. I think it'll be called Mel J's North going forward. But really appreciate you guys being here. Our headliner came all the way from Portland, Maine. Let's make some noise for Mike Gray, everybody. Let's do it.
And give it up for Pat, everybody. Give it up. I gotta confess to you guys, I'm not actually a comedian. This whole thing has been a front so I could start a band with this guy. What's going on here? What's up, man? I saw you pounding beers in the parking lot. That's my dude right there. Hey, what's going on? I did come down from Portland, Maine, so it was a long drive. If I could ask you one thing, please love me. Could you do that? Because I don't, if this show doesn't go well, I might veer into oncoming traffic on the way home. That's a long ride to think, and a lot of dark thoughts come out. But that's why I like to do edibles. Anyway, yeah, edible fans in here. I know it's not entirely legal. Hell yeah. Yeah, I don't smoke that much. I do edibles because my life is boring and predictable, and edibles are anything but boring and predictable. Like, sometimes I'm writing songs and jokes and shit. Other times I'm just listening to my own heart for 2 hours. I don't know what I'm getting going into it. Like, you can get sad high. Did you know that? I didn't. I did not when I started edibles. You could get sad high. But I'll tell you what puts you in the space of sad high every time. Optimism. Every single time. When you go in thinking you're gonna chase a white rabbit through a magical wonderland and a cat's gonna give you riddles, you'll end up at a truck stop. And there's no white rabbit, there's no cat, but there is a lot lizard. She always offers me a free blowjob, but I gotta answer a riddle first. And then she doesn't give me a riddle. She just says, why do you push all your friends away And I just have to sit on that. An entire afternoon sometimes. You'll still get munchies too when you get sad high, but when you get happy high, you're having a good time, you'll get creative. You're like, I'm gonna take this Korean gochujang I spent like 40 bucks on, I'm gonna mix that with some mayo, and I'm gonna put that on my dino nugs. Fuck yeah, bro. I might put some potato chips in there. I don't know, I'm wacky tonight. I'm Gordon Ramsay in this shit. But when you're sad high and you have the munchies, it's an ugly look. Because I'm sitting there on the couch, I got a gallon of ice cream that I had DoorDash to me, by the way. And I'm not skimming off the top tonight. I'm no lady. I'm taking big, sad girl scoops out of that thing. With a soup ladle. I just, like an idiot. I still try to get it all in one bite. And I can't say I enjoy being sad high, but that is where you find the answers, right? Like, now I know I can't have children. Now I realize I have this mental disease that there's no cure for it called being a fucking asshole. And I can't have a kid run up to me and like, hey dad, you want to throw the baseball around? Like, quit blowing my high, kid, Jesus. Why don't you go roll that thing off the roof like a kid who doesn't annoy the shit out of me while I'm trying to finish this marathon of finding Bigfoot, all right? Tell your mother we're almost out of ice cream. I had to DoorDash this time. What's wrong with me? Sick man. Just can't have kids, man. And ever since I got into edibles, I got really into conspiracies. Which obviously, right? Like, that's not a sober activity. Like, you're not in line at the Starbucks at 9 a.m. and the guy in front of you turns around and goes, you know, lizard people built the moon, right? It doesn't happen. You gotta be pretty ripped. But I like conspiracies. And don't pull back on me. I'm not running for office. Chill. Like, I can enjoy conspiracies, all right? I just like the lore of them. I like learning about these crazy takes that people have. That's what I like. Like, there might be grown adults around that still read Harry Potter. This is my Harry Potter and the Flat Earth. This is my Harry Potter took a U-boat to Argentina. My Harry Potter's on the Epstein list. Oops. I started thinking of some of my own though, like, stink bugs are government surveillance. You will not dissuade me from that. I'm pretty positive because I lived in this shithole apartment for a lot of years, and at any given moment there was like a dozen of these things just crawling around. And the whole thing with a stink bug, if you kill them, they stink. That's it. They don't get into your food, and they don't bite or anything, they just kind of hang out, dude. So every time I saw one, I'd start talking about how the CIA killed Kennedy, and how lizard people did in fact build the moon. That way I know that they know that I know. Not gonna pull it over on me. No way. No way. And now this other one that I came up with, I might split the room down the middle, and I'm not trying to ruffle any feathers, I'm not trying to upset anyone. You know, this is just fuck it, I'm just gonna say it. People aren't real. People aren't real. Like, there's some real people, and then just dickheads just peppered in throughout everyone. Like, I had this traffic dispute with a guy the other day, and there was someone trying to cross the street on foot, but he was doing that stupid thing where he's just like, oh man, oh no dude, you can go. You want me to go? I'll go. No man, you go ahead, you're in the car, dude, you're in the car, you go ahead. I'm like, what the fuck is this guy's problem? And then this guy pulls up behind me in a small PP truck. You know the type. And he starts laying on the horn. Like, what's wrong with this dude? And then he had to lecture me. Like, we went to the next stoplight. He rolled down his window and he had to yell at me because I made him 30 seconds late to blowing his uncle. I don't know what his deal was, but he was very pissed. And he's just like, what are you doing, man? You can take a right on red there. I'm like, hey, there was someone trying to cross the street. Listen, pal, I've lived here for 26 years. Nobody crosses the street at that intersection, man. You need to learn how to drive. And then as he sped away, I fantasized about him upside down in a ditch somewhere, like thrown from the vehicle. Not hurt, just really inconvenienced, you know? Like, he had an insurance lapse is a whole thing in my mind. He had to yell at Progressive, go, oh, you gotta cover me. Like, that way he'd feel the anger I felt in that moment, but I know it didn't happen because that guy's not real. In fact, I think as soon as he left my peripheral vision, he just evaporated. Like he just got uploaded to the cloud, and then he respawned behind the next person who's about to have a shitty day. I don't even think the guy crossing the street was real. I'll go that far. I think it's just like a constant Ouroboros of douchebaggery, just constant feedback loop of a dickhead. And here's my proof. You might be asking why. You're like, how do you know that? Well, here's my proof. Nobody ever takes credit for being that guy. That guy didn't go home and brag to his wife, yeah, I had to yell at this douchebag in traffic because he wouldn't go and turn right on red. Where's my uncle? I have to tell him about this. Privately for 15 to 20 minutes. Knock first. I'm a big proponent that you gotta listen to people, right? Like conspiracy theorists, you always see them in a bar, they're always alone. You might like bump their elbow or something, they turn around, you make eye contact, and then all their thoughts go into your head. But you gotta hear those people out, you do. I think you do. You know, there's too many people now want to be heard, everyone wants to be heard, no one wants to fucking listen, right? I get it. You gotta listen to these people, because eventually, maybe, they'll say, you know, now that I say it out loud, it doesn't make sense. That's how you change minds, just a little bit. But there's some people you don't have to talk to, you don't have to interact with. And unfortunately, I ran into one of these people the first time I brought my dog to the vet. Now, I had a dog for many years. He looked about as social as me. He was half pit bull, half Doberman. If any landlords in here, he's half boxer. And he's this big muscly dog, and I'm just trying to keep him tight. But then there was this like one little dog. And to call it a dog, very generous term. It was like a Pekingese, Shih Tzu, Maine Coon cat mix. You know, it was like a mix, but still somehow inbred. Like it had a permanent snaggletooth on it, and these wiry hairs coming out. It looked like a ball sack that barked at people. It was disgusting. It was the most disgusting creature I've ever seen, and I grew up watching National Geographic, so I know what I'm talking about. It was an ugly-ass creature. And it's sitting in the lap of an old lady. Again, very generous term. She was old. But this bitch, she held on, she's holding on like a tick. You know what I mean? She's just one of those people. Like her grandkids call her by her first name. She's that kind of grandma. Like, we're gonna see Grammy this weekend? Oh, you mean Doris? Oh, you fucking hate Doris and her stupid dog. Always barking at me. Doris calls her grandkids fat. Like, she's that grandma, right? Hanging on too long. And I'm just trying to be polite because I got this big dog. I know it's making people uncomfortable. I'm just like, hey, I'm sorry, you know, he's a puppy. What do you want? She goes, don't smile. Haven't smiled since. That's what I needed on my Tuesday off from work. Thank you. Thanks, old lady. Yeah, don't smile. So then I had to sit next to her because that's how life works. And I'm sitting there and I'm trying to keep him on a real tight leash, and she goes, police your dog. Like, police my dog? What do you want me to do? Hit him with a baton? Like, I thought older people were supposed to be wiser and nicer on average, but I was sitting next to Joseph Stalin's sister, and she wanted me to Blue Lives Matter my dog. Awesome. And I thought about that ever since that incident happened. I thought about it every single day of my life. It would just live on loop in my head. It would come up like when I'm in the shower or something. Like, that fucking bitch. I would think about it all the time. Then I heard this quote that helped me kind of deal with all of the quote, you may have heard it before, to forgive is divine, right? Now that was either Gandhi or Hitler. It was one of those two. I'm leaning towards Gandhi. I'm just not 100%. To forgive is divine. All right, so I mean this, Richmond, from the bottom of my heart when I say it. I sincerely hope she's dead. I hope she died that night, actually. I hope the first thing that happened when she got home was she tripped over that little Shih Tzu Pekingese Maine Coon mix and her life alert flew across the room. And that was it. And she died there because no one wanted to check on her because she was a crotchety old bitch and no one loved her. And I hope when they found that scene, there was just a pile of bones in the living room and the fattest toy breed dog you've ever seen in your life. Yeah, I hope it ate that bitch. I hope it fucking ate her. I hope it didn't want to eat her at first. And then it ran out of food and then was like, I'll try with a nibble. And then it liked it, so it started to overindulge a little bit. It was binging and purging. It was just like, So that's why I shouldn't have children, actually. Those psycho thoughts like that, you can't raise kids. I know it's 2025. Things are weird now. Things are weird in the field of medicine. No one really talks about that. Now, medicine's made some great strides over the past 50, 60 years, right? Like now diabetics, you can monitor their blood sugar from just a little thing on their arm, which is great unless you lose Wi-Fi. It sounds like a problem, but yeah, you can monitor the sugars like that. They have penis transplants. I signed up for one. Yeah, it's a long waiting list. Actually, all Irish dudes. I'm actually more Scottish. But you know what? They have these great things that they've come up with, that they've made progress in. But then I saw an article that said we could see ages of up to 140 years. And they say that like that's what we wanted this whole time. 140 years. Look, you say we're going to live to 140. I hear you're going to work till you're 108. Nobody fucking wants that. That's too old. You want to be 90 years old, like stacking the diapers at Walmart, because that's like the only job that's left that Elon's bots haven't taken by this point, you know? And your manager comes up to you. He's like, congrats on 73 years of service, buddy. Just 18 more and you can finally retire. Can't even make like words. Just I don't want to be like, you're gonna be middle-aged at 70. That's insane. Middle-aged. Like I've been looking forward to my midlife crisis. Now I have to wait till I'm 70. I want to buy like a Corvette or a boat I didn't need. Gotta wait till I'm 70. If I want to run off with that hot 55-year-old, wait till I'm 70 now. I don't want to be middle-aged at 70. I want to be on death's door when I'm 70. I want to have one foot in the grave with cancer reaching for the other foot and depression behind me with a shovel. That sounds like a good place to be. Look, I know it's not that old. My back's already fucked, okay? It's not going to get any better. All right, cool. We all have bad backs in here. Want to live to 140? No. But they'll try to sell that to you. Like, don't you want to see your great grandkids? No! No, I don't. I don't like kids now. What makes you think I'm going to like the next 6 generations to come? Like, half of them think they're cats, for fuck's sake, at this point. Maybe not half of them, but just enough of them that it's concerning, right? Walking around with their skunk tail butt plug hanging out and their fucking little ears on. Oh, Jesus. This is what it's gonna be like this. By the time I reach that age, I'm gonna be sitting there, I'm gonna be at like my grandson's retirement party. 96, he got to go early. I'm gonna be in a rocking chair up in Canada. because there's only 2 places people can live by this time, you know? Canada, Russia, which is 1 country, and Antarctica. Everything else is on fire or underwater or at war. I don't know. I'm gonna be like, come on over here, little man. I want to tell you a story. Actually, I wanted to apologize. Really, that's what it was. See, we had this toxic island of plastic floating around the Pacific, and no one knew about it or cared about it till we all saw this meme with a turtle who had a Coke straw in his nose. And then they started making paper straws at some places for some reason, like, but the cups were still plastic and the lids were still plastic. You could recycle the cups, but not the lids. And the straw would rot before you finished your drink. It was not ideal. And then we used a lot of fossil fuels, right? So we tried to counteract that. We used hybrid cars and electric cars for a long time. And that worked for a while, but then all the batteries found their way to the ocean, and that's why we drink our own pee. I'm sorry. This is not the future I'd anticipated. And then that kid will look up at me and go, "It's okay, Papa, but could you not refer to me as little man? I identify as pure light and energy now." Like, get the fuck out of here, kid. You're blowing my high. Another thing that science brought us is NASA. Now, they've made some great strides. For what? I don't know. Like, they have that telescope, you know, the James Webb telescope. That's what it was. Some of the photos from it were incredible. And they spent like $16 billion on this thing, which is a bit much for wall calendars, I think. But the whole thing that bothers me about NASA is they spend all this money in it for what? Like, they should have shot that thing up in orbit and turned it around and go, "Ah, shit, we forgot to feed people. Damn it, why'd we do this?" And besides, you know what NASA started as? Dick waving at the Russians. That was the whole point. That was the whole thing. It was just like, "Hey, what's going on over there? Oh, you got Sputnik? I mean, that's all right. But we got satellites too. That's no big deal." Yeah, we beat you to the moon too, actually. Kubrick did do the footage, but we beat you to the moon. We're actually looking at Mars next. I don't know if you. Look at that. Touching the ground. How about you suck on that, Ivan? Guys, I've been Mike Gray. Thank you very much.
Guys, make some noise for Mike Gray and all the comedians you saw tonight. Davine Kerr, Isaac Ignacio, Sammy Tamimi, Louie Carroll, Bryan Williams. I hope I didn't forget anybody. Anyways, guys, thanks for being here. We do this every first Sunday. The next show is October 5th. Please come back. We'll have booze then. We'll have a lot of booze. We'll get real fucked up, and I'll have another mediocre comedy show for you guys. No, I'm just kidding. I love all these comics. Please follow us on Instagram, Another Round Comedy. I'm Patrick Logan. Have a good night. Don't drink. Don't drive home too jacked up on Mountain Dew. Thank you. Bye. And comedians, please come take a picture real quick. And if you liked a comedian, go tell them, make them feel good about themselves and stuff. But let's get a picture real quick. Come on. And Jacqueline, please come take a picture of us.